What's up, guys? It's Will back again, and today we're here to discuss the GameToys Zack figure from Final Fantasy VII. So this is a figure that is very exciting for me because I'm a big Final Fantasy VII Remake fan. It's funny, I did not actually play the original. My brother played it a lot when we were younger, but I never actually played it. I watched him play it a ton. I saw a lot of Chocobo racing. I saw a lot of Knights of the Round summons. I saw a lot of Omnis Slashes, a lot of Sephiroth, a lot of Cloud, Red 13, Tifa, all that good stuff. And Zack was not a figure character that I knew that much about. So when Final Fantasy VII Remake came out, I was like, who is this Zack guy when he pops up near the end of the game? Needless to say, I don't want to spoil anything, but he is going to be very, very important moving forward. And there are some changes on the way. So with that said, it makes sense for for GameToys to make this Final Fantasy line and to make Zack fair. They already made Cloud, who looks superb, by the way. I saw the final product. Let's hope it looks that great when collectors start getting it in hand. I have the bike and Cloud, Hardy Daytona and Cloud on pre-order. I have Sephiroth. He's my new 1/6 favorite scale figure, so he's insane. Third party or otherwise, he is a beast. I love that figure. I love Sephiroth. He's one of my favorite characters ever. So is Cloud. And Zack, guys, I had to cave on this one. I pre-ordered Zack. I couldn't wait to get this one in the collection. I'm trying not to pre-order a lot right now, but third party, you gotta jump on it if you love it because they're limited runs and it's a little trickier than it is like with Hot Toys per se. So let's look at this Zack fair figure. So this is Zack, like I said, GameToys 1/6 scale, Final Fantasy VII. I consider it a remake figure, whatever you want to consider it as, it works fine. So if we're looking at just the figure with all the accessories, the standard version, as you would call it, $264.99. What do I think about the price? You know, it's a little high, but GameToys, honestly, I'm fine with it. After getting Sephiroth in hand, I think he was $285 what I paid from 1/6 kit. And I just have 1/6 Outfitters up because their website is pretty easy to navigate. But there's 1/6 kit, there's Giant Toy, TNS Figures, there's other sites out there, KG Hobby, who are probably selling this too. So there are other places you can get this Zack fair if you want him. But he is slated to release third quarter 2022, and like I said, the price $265, I'm fine with it because I pre-ordered it from 1/6 kit, pre-ordered from him, $265 shipped, right? So I paid a $40 deposit, so if things don't come out the way I like, I can always cancel that and not get the NRD back, but it's not a huge sum of money that you're eating. But I think with GameToys, I trust them. After getting Sephiroth in hand, I do trust them. So with Zack, you can also get the option of additional body with costume set for $434.99. It gets all the accessories and additional body with the costume on it, just no head sculpt, because the standard version comes actually with 2 head sculpts. You can get the first class soldier version or the second class soldier version as you get a pre-order bonus, and that's pretty cool. So you could put that on a second body and have 2 Zack fairs if you want it for an additional like $150. That ain't bad, right? So if you're really a big Final Fantasy fan and you love Zack fair, then for sure, this is a really good option. For me, I'm sticking with just the standard because I could almost never see myself using the second class head sculpt. I'm always going to use the first class one. That's how I know Zack from Final Fantasy VII Remake. That's the version I'm going to use because I'm a huge remake fan, more so than the original because I've never played the original. I have some nostalgia for it because of my brother, but that's about it. But yeah, this figure comes with some pretty good stuff. I mean, you get 2 shoulder pauldrons. The outfit is beautifully tailored. You get a Buster Sword. You get an alloy long sword, which is pretty cool. The boots, they call it a stupid apple. Someone's going to have to explain that one to me. Final Fantasy VII fans out there that are even more diehard than I am, explain the stupid apple to me. You get Eris letter in 3 different languages, so that's pretty cool. You get a bunch of materia that you can slot into the Buster Sword. Some swap out hands, and a really cool aspect, you get swap out jointed arms, right? That's pretty cool. I like that they're doing that because with these seamless arms, I'm going to use it with the seamless arms because that gives me the greatest sense of realism. But at the same time, if you want to put it in a more dynamic pose, you ain't going to use the seamless arms because they're going to rip and tear over time. So you're going to want to use those jointed arms if you want to put them in a fighting pose. The fact that you can swap those in and out, that's pretty cool. I like that. So that's a worthy addition for me. So the head sculpt, I think, is really good because with video game head sculpts, they don't have to be 100% likeness to the to real lifelike looks, right? Because it's a video game, it's a render, so it looks pretty lifelike. But I think it looks exactly like the character in the game. So if I'm looking at the first class version, at least, that's really good. And I know there are a lot of VTS truthers out there. The VTS toys seem to make pretty good products, but when I'm seeing these GameToys versions, they just scream to me a higher level of quality, right? I like the VTS, they look cool, but they look third party, right? GameToys doesn't, and I'm willing to pay the extra to get near Hot Toys quality. When I got the Sephiroth in hand, I was blown away. The body feels substantial. It feels like a Hot Toys body. It doesn't feel like a cheap little rinky dink, you know, third party body, cheap body. It feels substantial, and so do the materials, the wing, everything. It's a little bit of a pain swapping the hands and the wing and, you know, that kind of stuff and moving it around, but once you get it, it's fantastic. And this Zack, I think, will be pretty much the same. We got seamless arms, though. You can see, though, for poses like this, I would be very, very cautious. I would not keep your figure in a pose like this long term. If you want to put him in a pose like this to snap a couple photos, by all means, go for it. But I would be very, very cautious moving forward to not do that, not leave him in that pose. Same with this one. Elbows bent, right? I would be very cautious. If you're going to do this, put the jointed arms on him. But the Buster Sword, it's clearly made of some light plastic. It has to be, because if it were die cast, he would never be able to hold it. It'd be way too heavy. The joints would never be able to support it, especially not long term. So I'm happy that they didn't do that. They didn't go that route where they make the Buster Sword. I know they made the other sword out of alloy, the long sword, but this one is just too big and massive. But the Buster Sword, look at all the detail in that, dude. Look at the gold, the materia slots, like the little indents here, the battle damage. That's pretty cool. And although with seamless arms, you wouldn't want to keep him in this pose, tell me that's not badass looking, bro. Come on. That shit is insane. I love that. And honestly, I'm probably going to keep him in a simple pose like this. I'm getting Cloud and Hardy Daytona with the bike. I saw they have a Tifa prototype they're working on. Sephiroth, they already have. So I'm definitely going to complete the line. As many figures as they're going to make are probably going to be as many as I'm going to buy. So I really do want these figures. And the fact that you can swap out the materia, give it your own look, that's pretty cool, right? So, you know, you can use these sites. They have like what I've never bought from 1/6 Outfitters before, but I've always heard good things. 25% non NRD, and then 75% due in stock just for the standard version. And then if you want to do full payment up front, you can do that at the $265. So slated to come out Q3 2022. I know I pre-ordered from 1/6 Kit, who I really love. I've always had good experiences with them. They slated it Q2, but Cloud and Sephiroth were both delayed. Cloud was supposed to come out, I think, Q2 of this year, and he's still not out yet, but he's about to come out soon. So that should give you an idea, maybe a 6-month delay here and there. So I would expect to see this maybe at the end of next year, maybe October of next year, November maybe. That would be my guess. But maybe not, because they already have Cloud, so they already have the body and all that, and just the outfit's subtly different, right? But maybe it'll be quicker because they already made Cloud, and really all they have to do is refine the head sculpt. But GameToys took the time to refine Cloud's head sculpt. Like, the proto was solid, but they took the time, made it better, and the final product from what the pictures show looks insane. I cannot wait for it. So they're going to do that with Zack too. I'm going to be very happy with it. But guys, I think this is a pickup. For if you're a big Final Fantasy VII fan, I say go for it. I say it's a total win, right? I mean, look at this Zack Fair. Seriously, I think he's going to be a big character moving forward. Things are changing. I don't want to spoil anything, but for the remake, they are changing. So I think he's going to be important, and I think he's a badass, and I think his figure looks cool. He's very toyetic, right? So I think this is GameToys is delivering us great figures. You get a really cool base, by the way. It's simple, but it gives you a nice little nameplate with the actual character's name instead of the usual Joe, Last Survivor, or Gunslinger, which is still cool. But getting the real character's name is just, I don't know how GameToys is doing it, but they are going for it. They're going for the jugular on that one. So yeah, it's just pretty cool, but I want to look up something real quick. If I can find the VTS Zack Fair, right? Still cool, right? It's not bad, still cool, but it just, I think GameToys is better. I don't know, I don't have either in hand, but I'm not trying to crap with VTS. I think it's good, but I just think when you're looking at GameToys, you're looking at a superior product. That's just my opinion. I have Sephiroth in hand. I don't think he's perfect, but he's my favorite 1/6 because of how it captures the likeness and the identity of the character, which I think is just insane. So I'm very, very thrilled with that figure. I cannot say enough good things about it. If you love Sephiroth, jump on that figure while you can. I do think it's really, really good. But like I said, you got to love the character. Don't just grab it for any reason. But if you do love Sephiroth and you love Final Fantasy VII, then for sure I would go for it. But guys, this for me is a buy. Like I said, I already got this on pre-order. I'm going to stick with the standard set. I don't think I need the second body, although the costume would be great. Maybe if Cloud had another head sculpt, maybe I would do it. You could take this and make another version of Cloud, which would be pretty cool because he and Cloud have very similar outfits, obviously. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Like I said, it's a buy for me. I already got on pre-order. I didn't want to add to my pre-order Excel doc, but I did it. I added to it. And he's on there just because I knew I had to have this one. And then I saw they have a Tifa prototype. So if they have a Tifa, maybe they make an Aerith and a Barrett and Red 13. I would be all over that. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. It's a buy for me. And hopefully we get to complete this Final Fantasy VII Remake line. It's really great. And hopefully one day Prime 1, maybe Prime 1 can get the license for Final Fantasy VII. I'm sure we'd all be thrilled. But I'll catch you guys in the comments in the next video. Let me know what you think about this, this figure here. And we'll chat soon. Have a good one, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks.